Hi guys, I'm Aussie and welcome to episode 72 of the Hearts of Midlothian save, and today it's a massive game against Celtic at home with big title ramifications. We're going to warm up for that with a trip to Inverness, but before we do any of that, let's have a look back at what was a bit of a thriller against Aberdeen. Innes Cameron opened the scoring, reacting quickest after Cochrane's free kick wasn't held by the keeper. Aberdeen were lucky to draw level, but Hartford's stunning run ended with the perfect pass for Cameron to put us back in front in first half stoppage time. The Dons capitalised on some weak defending to tie things up early in the second half. But this was to be Hartford's day, as he scored first from a corner, before a driving run forward and an exchange of passes with Lancaster secured the points. So there we go, all hail Lord Hartford of Edinburgh. What a performance that was from Lewis Hartford. Carried us. He was not to be defied on this day, and that was a massive 3 points. And the reason that it was so big is because Celtic dropped points to Motherwell. And if we have a look at that game, if we go back here, where was it? There it is right there. Look who got the stoppage time equaliser for Motherwell. Eamon Brophy, the only shot Motherwell had on goal in the entire game, and it nicked a point. Well done, Eamon Brophy. What a signing he has been for Hearts. He's done more for Motherwell than he ever did for Hearts, hasn't he? But there we go, that's fine. We will take that and run. As you can see there, we are 3 points clear. Same amount of games played. So even if we were to lose against Celtic today, albeit they would have goal difference, but we would still be level on points with them. But before that, we've got to make sure we don't drop points to Inverness. You can see, I don't like this. We've never dropped a point to them, and it just makes you feel like we're due, doesn't it? This is what we're expecting from them. John Robinson is the manager. They're an adventurous, direct style of play. We're maybe expecting them to be a little bit more defensive than this, than how they went against Partick Thistle. We can see their heat map there, their passing network, and their key passes. And this is the team we're sending out. We do have an eye, obviously, on the Celtic game, but it's still a pretty strong team, I think. So it's Amar in goal. It's Mitchell, O'Connor, it's Proctor and Lang as a back four. It's Hickey and it's Turnbull in midfield. It's McDonald, Buckley and Clare. It's Uche up top. Come on, boys. I think what we might do, though, having seen that heat map, we might just exploit the flanks. All right, here we go. So they are a little bit more defensive than they were. But that's kind of what we expected. What do we want to say to this? Go out there and prove a point today. I'm a little bit concerned. This time of the year, top of the table. Yeah, nerves are going to start to get the better of us. I wonder if we are passionate. I fully expect you to win this game. Keep the run going. Some calm. We have faith. We just want to try and stop nerves where we can. And here we go. Here we go. Come on, boys. Come on. I'm really nervous. It's I know, 14 games, 14 wins, but, you know, the negative side of me is just like, oh, well, we're due to drop points then, aren't we? We're due a loss. And I know we probably aren't favourites for the title. Celtic have still got to be the favourites, but it's the hope that kills you, isn't it? You just think maybe we can do this. Here we go, a corner, McDonald. Good ball in. Uche gives us the lead. Uche. He just doesn't stop scoring. Only 10th goal of the year for him, but I mean, we knew this was a bad season for him. He's been unhappy all year because he thought Lancaster was in to replace him. I'm hoping, as I said last episode, and probably every episode this season, I hope he will eventually get over that and see that he's still our man. You're still our boy, Uche. You just need to realise it. And now we've got work to do defending a corner. Come on, boys, get that away. Uche's there again. He's at both ends of the field. He's lost that. McDonald has that nicked. Can we get a tackle in here, go the other end and get a second goal? That's what we're aiming for here, isn't it? That's a little bit too much space for Walker, and Walker bends one in. That was stunning. Jamie Walker, he used to play for Hearts, didn't he? Comes back to haunt. Yeah, there it is there. I remember Jamie Walker. Comes back to haunt us, and it was a stunning strike, wasn't it? It's almost worth a second look. Look at so much space, so we've left him in way too much. That's stunning. It's a really good goal. There's not much you can do about that, other than, you know, not leave him in acres of space. But the actual finish, Amar was just, there's nothing he could do. Nothing he could do. Come on, boys, get creative. Let's go and get this go-ahead goal again, please. Yeah, it's been a bit of a snooze fest. Not the greatest game we'll see. I'm wondering if we maybe need to raise the tempo. Hickey is looking nervous. He's not having a good year, old Hickey, is he? When we need him to step up, he just doesn't seem to be there. Maybe that's just sort of the impression I'm getting. But Not good enough, boys. Not happy with that. Fire it up. Hickey, mate, just don't suck, I guess. I don't know what else to tell you, mate. I'm wondering if maybe we need to look to raise the tempo a little bit as well. Let's be more expressive while we're at it. You just wonder, if they're here, if they're just looking for a point, and we need to go and break them down. And what the best way is to do that. I mean, Hickey is just not reacting to anything, and he's nervous. I'm going to call it on him. I'm going to bring on young Aitken here. The problem we have is that we just don't have fit midfielders right now. We've been playing so many games. Both Cochrane and Dominguez they were sort of in the 80s in terms of condition. We need them against Celtic. They wouldn't have got through 90 minutes here anyway, I don't think. So it's been a tricky season. It's not getting any less tricky as time goes on here. With the Dozzle injury, it's really left us a little bit short, and that was not a bad effort either. Come on, boys, demand more. Who's not playing well here? Proctor's not playing well. Buckley's not playing well. We can fix Buckley because we have McLean on the bench, so that's job done there. Jamie Walker's gone off injured. That's what you get for scoring, mate. Lesson learned there, hopefully. Come on, boys, win that. Mitchell does win that. We can't keep possession here, though, can we? We're struggling a little bit. We might need to... Oh, excellent interception there by Proctor. He finds Uche, which I don't think he meant to do, but it's found him anyway. Here we go with McDonald. Come on, boys. A little bit of quality here from McDonald. Go on, Macca. Oh, it's poor. It's given away. Uche, square it, mate. Oh, it's bounced back. Somebody put it in the net. Uche, you selfish bastard. If he rolled it back across goal, there was two men there just waiting for it. And he's put it off the friggin' post. Let's slow it down, boys. Let's slow it down. Let's take our time. Let's just create a good chance and put it away. Here we go with Dimitri Mitchell. Oh, it's a good effort. McLean is there. Is he onside? I think penalty referee. Oh, it's 1-1. Come on, boys. We need a goal. Celtic is winning. Come on, boys. Push forward when we can. Come on. Don't do this. There's still a minute. This is probably a highlight. Sean Clare, we need you now, mate. Back for Aikenson. Turnbull. Take your time, boys. Take your time. Create the good chance. Lang just about gets there. Ball in. Headed away. McDonald's there. McDonald! Oh! McDonald! What a goal in stoppage time. And it is 2-1. And let's concentrate now. Let's shut this thing down. Let's make sure that counts. What a strike from Anthony McDonald. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. From the edge of the area, I'm going to say it's goal of the season right now. It's not, because we've scored better goals, but it certainly feels like it. Could there be a more important goal this season? Look at that. There's nothing on. He's got the whole Inverness team in front of him, and he's picked a way through, and he's put it in the back of the net, and that is absolutely massive, and we've come straight back. Boys, come on. Don't do this to me. It's end of game highlight, surely. Surely it's end of game highlight. Don't do it. Hacked clear, and that should be that. Surely that should be that. End it now, referee. End it now. O'Connor's there. Just put your foot through it, mate. Put your foot through it. Oh, we've lost out. Oh, this is killing me. Mitchell's there. We've won it back. Proctor, just sensible. I tell you what, that tackle from Aikenson, just quietly, how important was that? Because that could have ended badly for us. Here we go again. McDonald, that's not what we need, mate. That's not what we need. We just need a little bit of composure. There it is. We get the win in the end. I've aged 20 years during that game. But a 94th minute wonder goal from McDonald has got us what could prove to be an absolutely massive 3 points. So there we go. Why we squeak past Inverness. Celtic put 5 past Partick. Or they were down to 10 men for most of the game. But there we go. If we have a look here, we win against Inverness. Only just, though, did we? Only just. Guys, wait right there. It's a massive game now against Celtic. We need to be better than that, though, don't we? So we have 2 pieces of breaking news. Let's start with the good news. Lewis Hartford has signed a new contract, 4-year contract. He's on $9,500 a week now. What makes this really good news? You will notice that there is no more release fee. I think it was $13.5 million release fee last time. We've got rid of that because his value was starting to push that as well. But that is absolutely perfect now. Another 4 years, we know we have him as long as he's happy here. And the good news, as I said, really, is that we can now sell him for what we want. And I'm looking at him now and I'm thinking we've got a 25 million pound player there at an absolute minimum, plus sell-ons. So really, really good news that is. Now, the really, really bad news is that if we go to the medical centre, Amar's picked up an injury. He's gashed his head, would you believe it? Let's go to the actual injury. Gashed head, expected return 3 to 8 days. So he's out for Celtic. He's probably out for Glasgow Rangers. He may be back. I'm hoping he will be back for Bayern Munich. I mean, it's the worst possible time, isn't it? You know, we spend all this money on a goalkeeper in the biggest games of the year, and he's knocked himself out. So, a little bit frustrating, but that is what it is, and we'll just do our best to get by without him. We do have Maurice, so it's a big, big chance for him. But this is what we're expecting here against Celtic. Now, if we were to win this game, it would be 15 wins in a row, and that would be a new club record. So a little bit of extra to play for here, but we have an average record against them. We've lost 1-1-1 so far this year, but we are the favourites, which is nice. Scouting report, Bielsa's the coach. We knew that. Attacking, passing style of play. Now, we're not necessarily expecting them to play like this. Away from home, they tend to play like this, according to our scouts. So we can't really take too much of this into account, but I do have a contingency plan. This is how they played against us when we played them at their place, and we were quite soundly beaten, if I remember correctly. But this is the team that we're sending out to face the big title rivals. It's Maurice that has to go in goal. He's no Amar, but he's right now anyway, but he is still a very good goalkeeper, so I'm hoping he'll do a job here for us. It's Taylor, Cooping and Johnson as the back four, Cochrane and Dominguez in midfield, it's Jones, Hartford and Lancaster, it's Innes Cameron up top, we have Uche, Clare, Turnbull, Uzi Tutu, Mitchell and Proctor on the bench. Come on. So there we go, they are playing as the scouts expected, they're away from home formation, so to speak. So yeah, let's see what we can do here. We did beat them at home, of course, earlier on this year. Expected to prove a point today. Show me what you can do, lads. Keep our run going. Let's just keep it calm, keep the faith, and hopefully keep the lead at top of the table. All right, and here we go. I was very tempted to man-mark their wingers. I can never remember. I think it's more the Rangers wingers, isn't it, that give us really bad problems. Celtic, I mean, they just have good players everywhere. I don't necessarily think it's specific. Half has picked up an injury. What's he done? It's a pulled groin. We can't leave that out there, can we? Celebrates his new contract by picking up an injury. All right, let's bring Clare on. We can stick Jones in the middle, Clare on the right. That is devastating, but with Bayern Munich and with Rangers to come, we can't risk that. We have Wraith Rovers after this. We should be able to get past Wraith without him. But beyond that, we do want him for Rangers and for Bayern Munich, obviously. So that's a big blow, but it could. I mean, at least it wasn't a red injury. All right, here we go. Can we get a save here? Maurice does make the save. We get onto the rebound. Dominguez hacks it clear. Here we go with Clare. Oh, referee, is he off? Is he off? Is he off? Is he off? No. Just for a second there, it wasn't a red, unless it was violent. It wasn't a red card offence. But we saw against Celtic last time when Johnson got sent off for an aggressive caress, as someone so lovely put it in the comments. Here we go. Innes Cameron does his man, has him for breakfast. You go in the wrong way, mate. There you go, towards goal. Can he pick out a teammate? He does. Sean Clare! It's 1-0. Just before the break, 19th goal of the season for Sean Clare. Innes Cameron did absolutely brilliantly there. I thought he was running to the corner flag, but he did eventually figure out where the goal was. Checks back here wonderfully. Look at that hold-up play. That's superb. And Sean Clare, that's not a bad finish either, is it? Gets in, boys. It's 1-0 just before the break. And if we can hold on to half-time, it would be a wonderful, wonderful thing. And I think we've done just that. All right, not a classic half. Hasn't been a classic episode so far, if we're honest with ourselves. But that's okay as long as we get the job done here. Do not get complacent, boys. Inaki Dominguez, whatever you do, mate, do not get yourself sent off. Sean Clare, excellent, mate. More of that, please. I tell you what, Innes Cameron, that was the best bit of play we've seen from you all season. And we might just tell Lancaster a little bit more from you, please, mate. We really haven't seen too much from you. We might ask a little bit more of Harry Cochrane as well. And we'll go from there. That all looks good. Of course, Curtis Jones in the middle he's a very good player there as well, so we don't lose too much from that. Now, which way are we trying to go? Is he off? Is he off? Are they down to 10? Are they down to 10, man? Cheerio, mate. We'll see you next season. And that is excellent stuff. We're up against 10-man Celtic now. What we might do is we might just lower the tempo right down. Just look to keep possession. Look to run them around. No, let's not change anything. Actually, let's just keep that as it is. But yeah, we've got the man advantage. We should be able to just run them around. They're playing very, very narrow. They have no wingers now. We should be able to just get down the sides of them, hopefully. Lancaster's still not having a great game. Jones isn't having his best game in there either, but I mean, so far, so good. Come on, boys. Come on. Show some passion here. Don't get nervous. Don't get complacent. Just play your game. Just play your game, and this would be huge. This would be a massive, massive 3 points if we can hang on. Can we hang on? Boys, come on. Demand more. Demand more. Let's make a couple of... Oh, I've got his highlight. Is it our highlight? We've got the ball. Taylor, throw it into a teammate. He does. He finds Jones for Lancaster. Look here for Cochrane. Cochrane. He finds Johnson. Look at the space we've got outside. Can he pull one back? It's Sean Clare again! And Sean Clare gets his 20th of the year and wraps up the 3 points. Boys, we're 6 points clear. We're 6 points clear on top of the table. That is absolutely wonderful. Let's tell them to concentrate. We just made the extra man work for us, didn't we? Everybody's in the middle. We just worked them one side to the other. Johnson back to Clare, and Clare with another stunning, stunning finish. And that's how you do that, boys. That's how you do that. Let's make a couple of time wasters now. Let's bring on Usi Tutu, who hasn't played much lately. Let's give him a run out for Darnell Johnson back there. And we might just leave it at that. Keep everybody fresh. Boys, this is what I'm talking about. 6 points clear. We can afford to lose now to Celtic in the final league game of this in the split, and we will still be top of the table. We'll still be there. Boys, we can win this league. I'm starting to believe now we can win this league. And it's going to be don't get complacent. Don't get complacent going forward. Sean Clare at the double. That was nice. Quality of possession provides the victory. KG from Bielsa, you're done, mate. You're done. 3 to 4 days. So we might even have Hartford back for Rangers based on that. Backup keeper and all though. Clean sheet for Morris. Maybe we didn't need to go and buy Amar. Maybe I've just wasted money. There we go. Let's have a quick glance at the league table, and there it is. 6 points clear. And let's not forget, that's 15 wins in a row now. That's a new club record, and that is... Look at that. We have been absolutely imperious in Europe as well. But guys, that is all for today. If you have enjoyed that, please do hit thumbs up. And of course, if you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell if you want to upload new episodes. We'll be back next time. We'll be back on Monday for the Scottish Cup quarter-final at home to Glasgow Rangers, and then the big one. Bayern Munich come to Tynecastle in a competitive game in Europe. That's going to be a big ask, but I tell you what, I wouldn't put it past us. I'm getting carried away. We'll probably lose. But anyway, guys, I'll see you then. We'll find out Monday. Take care.